going back home. What have you seen from Auburn so far throughout this early season?
I mean, if you remember the old Mississippi State days when they in their glory day, they're just a prototype of them. They just work hard. They full court press you. They make you guard them. They got some really, great pieces that play well together. We got to bring it.
Coming off a game where you just faced a pretty relentless full court press, does that give you any familiarity with what you're going to face?
They're a little bit different in that they just press the initial inbound pass and then they fall back. They do play some man. They play a little bit of zone, so they probably mix it up against us. But I think primarily they want to play man.
Dawn, in a game like this past Monday, the three-point shot was a little bit more efficient. I guess in a game like that, when teams are kind of bringing the paint or packing the paint, just is hitting those outside shots, is that kind of like an added plus, or is that a thing of let's try to kind of get this floor spaced out to kind of counteract it?
You got 4 people playing Aaliyah. I mean, you picked your poison, and they chose to allow us to shoot outside shots, and Zaya got hot, Rebuild got hot. I thought we were pretty patient in the second half, and we took what they gave us, but we certainly have to get Aaliyah Boston going, no matter how they want to play us, so we got to get her going.
For sure, and just kind of going off of that, obviously, obviously she knows what's coming.
Yeah.
How do you feel like she's kind of handled that pressure?
I think you get frustrated because you're used to double doubles. I mean, obviously, and I just told her to consider it just flattering. I mean, it takes 4 people. Like, no one in the country has to guard that. No one has to guard against all of that. I don't think she probably pressed a little bit in Georgia because she knows we need her to perform at a high level all the time. But I told her again, because of her, everybody got better. Everybody in our team got better. So because of the things that she was able to accomplish, and I mean, she's still the best player in the country. I don't care what people post or say or whatever. No one's seeing what she's seeing, and until someone is seeing that, then you can't take her National Player of the Year award away. So teams are really just trying to cancel her.
How does that prepare her for the next level when she's not going to see that at the WNBA
It doesn't
level?
prepare her. She's not going to see it. So I mean, the glory days are ahead of her, which she'll see. She'll see one player coverage. And it's defensive 3 seconds too. So I mean.
Sanaya Fagan, over the offseason, she stayed here, correct?
She did.
What did you see her doing? Were you allowed to work with her at all because of the rules and everything? Just how did y'all interact during that summer?
I mean, we have summer workouts. The fact that she stayed here, she worked with Molly. I mean, obviously she trimmed down some. I think just her mentality. She gave herself a chance to improve. I mean, she worked on her, and part of that is sacrificing going home, and the time that she did go home, she got a trainer, worked with a trainer. Trainer was in contact with me, actually FaceTime with me 6 o'clock in the morning when she was working out. So it is that. I mean, and when a player like that puts in that much work, she wants to see herself play in games, and sometimes it doesn't always equate to playing time. It's growth in practice. And she's doing that. But I mean, she's coachable. She understands it. She may not agree with it, but she does understand where we're coming from, and that's a good place to be as a young person.
It's not the first time she's had to go nose to nose with a player, but where does she kind of rank in that pantheon of players that you've had to say to challenge to get them to play at their best?
I mean, she's so very young. Like she's really young. Like, young people don't really keep it in perspective like she does, because she sees it. Like, we're really calculating, intentional, and pointing out where she needs to get better at. So she sees that part of it, but she also sees the part where she does come out and can get double digits. She can block shots, she can rebound. She sees that part of it, but you got to put it all together, and you got to do it at a really high level all the time. Like, all the time. That's the separation. That's what you get from, an Aaliyah, V, LA, they do it. They do it all the time. They don't take plays off. They don't take breaks. If you beat them, you really beat. If you score on them, you've worked really hard. And sometimes that's really not the case with Megan. She just falls asleep sometimes.
You mentioned Victoria there. How much more important is kind of her game? We've got Aaliyah getting quadruple team like that. What are you kind of seeing from her these last couple of weeks?
Yeah, I mean, V got off to a slow start last year. I think she's slowly coming back. I think what doesn't help V is Camilla's better, LA's better. Everybody's gotten better, so you're crunching those numbers with so many really good players. So we just got to find who fits best in creating a mismatch for us.
Are you surprised? I know obviously Aaliyah is the best player in the country. You know she's going to garner attention. Yeah. But are you surprised at how much people are throwing at her and just going all in? Because you have a really good, deep roster as well.
I mean, she's been a big part of our success. And I just figure teams are picking their poison. I mean, if you take a double-double away from our team, you could probably stick around for a half, or 2.5 quarters. But at some point, just the numbers, the depth of who we are and experience that we have, will kick in at some point. And I mean, I don't know if I would do it that way. I'm just not. It's not like I force our players to play defense, all of them. Every last one of them. Like, we very rarely double team anybody. We play straight up, and that's not for everybody. I get that, but it is what it is. She's used to it. We probably only got a few more months with her having to deal with that. If I'm her, I'm getting out of here. I'm getting out of here. I'm looking for like cleaner pastures with just one-on-one play.
But if she said she wanted to come back,
oh, of course. Of course, we're gonna get the guard and trust working on that.
Anything else for Coach today?
Yeah, Dawn, I wanted to just ask.
B.
Wanted to ask off the court. Really, obviously, you're following the Hamlin situation up in Buffalo. Are you confident as a leader that the right tests, medical tests, health tests, monitoring is being done so your girls aren't in that position? We got one of the best athletic trainers there is. Yeah.
Like, there is. So and we got layers of that. Like, our medical staff is on point. We fortunately haven't had to deal with something like that. We had to deal with a catastrophic injury here before a Kentucky player.
Yeah.
Dr. Guy was right there, and I know you guys heard the scream.
Yeah.
He put it back in place.
Yeah.
Acted fast, probably saved her career. She was able to come back the following year. So I think if we aren't ready, we're more ready now because of what happened.
Yeah.
Thank you, Coach.